Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome, welcome, welcome to the Mary D Talk Show on another beautiful Monday. As you know, I say that every Monday because every Monday is beautiful. Every single Monday. I haven't seen a Monday yet that wasn't beautiful. So this Monday is no different. I like to thank everyone that's here, whether you're here live or you're watching on the replay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like to also thank our fabulous executive producer, my husband, Oliver. Hi, Oliver. Hi, babe. Oliver Welch is those. Like I said, I'm going to have to do a show so you guys can meet Oliver for sure. So you can say, oh, there really is an Oliver. So he is behind the scenes, critiquing and doing all kinds of behind the scenes work. So I also like to thank our sponsors for today's show. Our sponsors are the Idea Club. Many of you are familiar with the Idea Club. Dumas Martin Jr. is the president of the Idea Club, and you can go to theideaclub.com. And if you're looking to have a nonprofit, a 501c3, if you're looking to have an LLC, a limited liability corporation, or a C corp or an S corp, you want to talk to Dumas. He is the man. So go to theideaclub.com and you have a chance to talk it over with Dumas. He can help you. We also have Front Page Publishing. If you're interested in writing a book, publishing a book, go to Front Page Publishing. He can help you with that. First Book Academy, First Book Academy does the writing and Front Page Publishing does the publishing, but you can go there, either one of those. Also, I haven't talked about this. Those of you on the email list, you already get the information anyway. So I didn't worry about sharing this with you. If you're on the email list, you'll see I call them motivational messengers. And this is the first time I've talked about this, I think. On the email list, if those of you that scroll near the bottom, not all the way to the bottom, I have three, and I'm going to add a fourth one to it. The three motivational messengers that are there right now are Jewel Diamond Taylor. She's and I say, and the reason they're there, I'll tell you, is because they are giving of their time and their talents. And for Jewel Diamond Taylor, she has a 24-hour number you can call to as a motivational message. That's why I put her there. She doesn't charge for that. This is how she's giving back to our society or to the community. This is her gift, is to do that. We also have on there Arvell Henderson. He has a message on there every Sunday. I think it lasts not even 10 minutes, I don't think, but it's really, really good. I'm going to try to get him on the show. I don't know if I can because he is really, really busy, like we all are, by the way. But I'm going to try and see if I can get him on, maybe when he's available, when at one of his breaks or something like that. But he has a message every Sunday, and it's still, you can go to Arvell Henderson, and he is on YouTube, so you can find him there. And then I also have the last one. Oh, it just went right out of my head. You know how that goes. As soon as you get ready to say it, it goes right out of your head. Let me see if I can see it real quick, and I will tell you who it is, because the last one, I can go right here. It is, let me tell you who it is. I'll tell you Arvell, Bob Coleman, and it's Bulletproof. And he's every Friday at 7. He's 30 minutes. And I'm going to add one who's not there right now, but I am going to add him. And that is attorney Zulu Ali. Attorney Ali is he is every Sunday. So if you go to let me see if I have his information. I don't think I put it on there. It's not on here yet. But going forward, I'm going to start putting him on the list, because all of the people I've named, they give back to the community. They're all the one, and that's one reason I have them on the email list, because if anyone, let's say, you just need to be motivated. There is not a day that I don't need to be motivated. I know you guys probably find that hard to believe, but every single day I need to be motivated. Every single day I need the pause. I read something positive. If I'm not reading the word, or I'm just reading a positive motivational, or I'm listening to something every single day. There's not a day that goes by that I don't. So that's part of, I think, my mental health and keeping me up. And let me just say this, because I've heard people say, "Oh, I've never seen you down there. I've never seen you depressed. I said, that's because I haven't let you see it. That's all. That I promise you, there are days when I am. I promise you, there are days when things are not going right. But I try not to let that. I try not to live in it. That's what I really try not to do, is stay in all that. Let me say that. So now, and let me also add before I go on, our newest author. Her name is Wanda Scruggs. I hope I said Wanda's name right. Her book is What in the World? Ta-da, ta-da. What in the World? This is Wanda's book. It is beautiful. I'm so proud of her. She published with our publishing company, Front Page Publishing. And so if you have an idea, this all, and let me tell you the history of Wanda's book. Wanda started off, she said to me about a year ago, she said, "What in the world?" That's all she said. And I said, "Wanda, that's a children's book." She looked at me, she goes, "Are you serious?" I said, "Yeah." I said, you have to write some more, but you have the makings of a children's book. And here we have the book now, a year later. A year later, I'm so proud of her. And it's doing so well. So if you can go to Amazon, it's called What in the World, Wanda Scruggs. Grab your copy. If you don't have children, you know someone who does. If it's grandchildren, make it a gift. But I'll tell you, you will really, really like the book. It is just, it's excellent, if I don't say so myself, but I'm so just proud of her. She's actually working on her second book now. I tell you, I get so proud. I feel like a mama hen when the author's published. And also, and I said this is one I was reading from before. This is on transformations. This is an anthology. Those of you, if you haven't already got your copy of this book, it is on Amazon also. Grab your copy of this book. It's excellent, excellent. And this is all original short stories, poetry, um, all kinds of encouraging quotes, everything right here. And most of the authors are local. Let me think, who's not local? Most of them are right here in this area. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I do have a couple that are out of state, but still, get your copy of this book. You'll really, really enjoy this book. So I'm going to make sure I say that. And then I want to go on and talk to you too briefly. I've been talking about my children's. I'm laughing. I'm laughing at myself, really. It's called Bradley Can't Find His Pants. Now, the book has been, I can tell you right now, I'm really proud to say it'll be out by Christmas. I'm proud to say that. I really like it. It is a cute little book. It is just talking about a little boy. He can't find his pants. He don't know where they are. He can't go. He wants to go play outside with his friends, but he got to have his pants on, and he can't find them. So, but it really is dedicated to our son Bradley. Um, I just really, it took me about 2 years to come up with his story. At least 2 years to come up. The other stories, Peyton, the pink whale with the yellow tail, is the oldest son's name, Peyton, and Justin Lost a Tooth is the youngest son's name. And I just couldn't come up with a story for Bradley. But I still have more children and grandchildren to write for too. But now I'm starting to focus, get the one book out, make sure, and it's really cute. And now this book is also going to be in Spanish. That's another thing that's new too. That all the books will end up being translated from English to Spanish, and then to audio, and then to ebooks. So you have a chance, if you whichever area you want the book in, then that's what it's going to be. So that's the goal right there. Now we're going to get started, ladies and gentlemen. As you saw, what today's topic is going to be about. What's it going to be about? Resolutions. Because where are we? December 3rd. I'm sorry, December 4th. I lost the day somewhere. December 4th. So we're looking at 21 days to Christmas. And then a week later, we have Kwanzaa in between Christmas and New Year's. And then New Year's Eve and New Year's. Then we're into 2024. Think about that. That's no time. Think how fast we're going through Thanksgiving. Now we're looking at Christmas, and then New Year's, and then usually the big thing after that, Martin Luther King, we celebrate his birthday. But I will tell you, it will be, you'll look up and you'll say, okay, what's my New Year's resolutions? And you may even, I have forgotten where you wrote them down, or you never know. But I'm saying that because many times not me saying this, they've done studies on this. Resolutions only last, for the most part, believe it or not, for 2 weeks, I believe it is, between 1 to 2 weeks. But let's say your resolution is you're going to go to the gym. I think that's one a lot of us, and I'm guilty of that. I've said that so many times. And at the same time, I go for like a good week. I go for 2 weeks, maybe. But rarely do I go past that. It's like about 2 weeks. I say that's about as long as it is. And then I don't go anymore. Or I'll go sporadically. Now I don't want to say anymore, but I'll go sporadically, not as disciplined as I want to be. And what I'm learning is that you can do anything as long as you focus. That's really what the key is. You got to be focused. And I'm speaking to you, and I'm speaking to me too. So today, the goal today is about New Year's resolutions and how we can keep them. Because it's one thing to make them, it's another thing to keep them. And that's what we're going to talk about. If you receive the email, it's the emails. Well, some of you may be on the email list, you may not. So I am going to go over that with you because it talks about goals, goal setting. I have over 25 possible New Year's resolutions for you. The only thing is that my advice is only to pick at the most 7, and that still may be a lot. 5 is optimum, to have only 5 goals or resolutions that you plan on accomplishing. I think the key is you can't wait till New Year's to start them. I think that's the key. If you wait till New Year, I think it's too late, because now you've actually started coming up with reasons why you can't accomplish them instead of reasons why you can. So if you start earlier, and we're going to talk about what that looks like, and I'm even going to show you a new product. You're going to be the first ones to see it. It's a journal, and how important that is, and I'll share that with you. But I just want to go over the resolutions with you. If you have some that you want to share, and we'll talk about, you can share those in the chat. If you like to write them in the chat, you can. But some people are like, we're not even to Christmas, and you're talking about New Year's. That's right. Because Christmas will fly by. We're going to look up, that's it. But if you've already started thinking about what do you want to be different this time next year in your life? What do you want to change? What are your goals? What are your desires? Whatever that is for you. Let me just say this before we go into it. The key, I think, and it's not the automatic key or anything like that, but it definitely is helpful, is to write it down. Write it down. That's one of them. And as I said before, this is, you get to see, this is hot off the press, as they say. It's called My Journaly. And this is a journal, and you guys get the first ones to see it, see what the cover looks like and everything else. It'll be coming out in about the next week or so. It'll be available on Amazon. If you're on the email list, you'll get it. They make excellent gifts. Journals make excellent gifts. I can show you what the inside looks like too. Like this. So, and what I like, those of you that maybe you don't, I write big. Let me say, I'm going to tell you how I am. I write really big. So this works for me. And plus, I think, I don't know. I gave you room up here to write, so you can write it here. Those of you that want to take notes in this area or whatever you want to do, you can. And at the bottom it says My Journaly right here. So the brand is My Journaly. That's the brand. And you can, and this is what it looks like. Now, this is the first one, and there's other My Journalies coming. So this is the first to get to, just so you know. I have other ones coming out pretty soon too. but they'll be up on that. You'll see if you get the emails, you're good. If you're not getting the emails, you can send me an email and I'll make sure you get on the list. Let me put my email in here so you know. You can send it to Mary at Mary D. What? Hi, Jesse. How are you doing? .com. Here you go. He said, it's okay. That's an email. marydwelch.com on your. Okay, I'm looking at the message. They said on Facebook, they said it's against community standards, but only thing is on YouTube and Twitter, they let it go through. So you're doing fine. Good to see you, cousin. So I just wanted to make sure you had that those of you that if you are looking, let me go over this too, and then I'll get into why would this be important to have a journal. Number one, it gives you a place to put your thoughts, your ideas, your goals, your dreams. And I say that because even let's say you put it in a 3-ring binder. I have those around here too. I should pull up a 3-ring binder. If heaven forbid something were to happen to you, do you know, I can almost promise you, nobody's going to open that binder and look in it. They're going to throw it away. But if you have something like this that says my journaling on it, something that it really speaks to we might want to see what this is, or it has a name, it has a place, it has something that can show that it's close to you, something that you really that's close to your heart. It changes that reality. And now the chances are they're going to keep it. They're not going to throw it out or get rid of it or anything like that. So keep in mind, it's called My Journaling. It won't be out for probably another week. I'm gonna think. I've been working on it. I hadn't talked about it at all. So like I said, you guys get it hot off the press. And it'll be up on Amazon. You can order it. It'll be at your door. Some of you have Amazon Prime. You have Amazon Prime. It's on your door, at your door the next day. And I know because I've done it. You put that order in, and next thing, before I even got up the next day, it was at the door. I didn't even know how they could print that fast, but they can. I've learned. I found out it's amazing what Amazon can do. So I would encourage you, if you're interested, to go in and get that. So now, why? And let me say this too. Many of you may already know this. Oprah Winfrey journals. Every night before she goes to bed, she writes what she's thankful for. Think about that. And she's a billionaire. I think someone told me she's worth $3 billion. I don't know how many billions. I don't even know how many zeros. But that's okay. So I would encourage you to journal. Some of you may say, well, I don't know what to write. Write down your resolution. That's what we're going to talk about. Write down your New Year's resolution. What do you want to do? One, for me, I can tell you for me, is to walk 30 minutes a day. And I know that may not sound like a lot, but it's probably more than I'm doing right now. That's why I said, no, you got to change your ways. I spend a lot of time on the computer. I've got to just get up, walk around, just get some exercise, that kind of thing. So another thing for me is drinking more water. I do know two already, is walking and drinking more water. Now, I don't know what yours are. I need to drink, I think it's 2 glasses in the morning, two. See, I have water right next to me. 2 in the morning and 2 in the evening. That's it. It may sound small. Now, some of you're already doing these things. So what I'm talking about, you're like, oh, that's it. I've been doing that. That's good. But this is what I find is very rarely is somebody doing everything right. That's what I found. They're doing this right, but not that right. They're doing this right, but not that right. So what is it that you want to change so you're doing better? Whatever it is. Maybe it's maybe you get to work and you're late. And now you want to get to work and you want to come be at work on time or early. Let's say early. I know I used to go to work at least 30 minutes early when I worked. And the reason being, because I knew it could always be a car accident or a train or something. So my I say my resolution. I didn't call it resolution. It was just something I did, really. I just wanted to be there early because I didn't want to be late. That's another thing. I did not want to be late. So I would always try to get there early. So you have to decide what your resolution is. And we're going to go over those right now. Okay. The importance of New Year's resolutions lies in their ability to instill a sense of direction and purpose in individuals' lives. They act as a catalyst for positive change, encouraging people to evaluate their priorities and make intentional decisions about their future. So, now, as the clock strikes midnight and the calendar turns to 2024, many individuals embark on the tradition of setting New Year's resolutions. These commitments represent a symbolic fresh start, a chance to reflect on personal growth, and an opportunity to strive for positive change in the coming year. Whether it's pursuing fitness goals, remember, I'm one of those people, definitely down for fitness goals, adopting healthier lifestyle habits, drinking more water, advancing career aspirations, or fostering stronger relationships. New Year's resolutions serve as a roadmap for self improvement. The act of setting these goals can provide a sense of purpose and motivation, encouraging individuals to break free from stagnation and embrace new challenges. While the journey towards achieving these resolutions may involve ups and downs, the process itself fosters resilience, determination, and a commitment to personal betterment. Now, that was a lot. That was a lot. So I'm going to go over with you, those of you that are interested. Like I said, when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me too. Believe me. There are 25 possible New Year's resolutions. Limiting your resolutions to 5 to 7 goals increases your probability of success. What that means is I'm going to go over 25. I would never, ever expect anybody to try to make 25 different changes. I think literally it's impossible. Let me just say that. Because you're not going to stick with it. It's too many, it's too much change at the same time. So you don't want to do that. Don't even do it to yourself because you're really setting yourself up for failure when you do things like that. So you don't want to do that. You want to set yourself up for success. Hi, Gwen. How are you, cousin? I tell you, these cousins, I love them. They are coming on in. Good to see you. Oh, and you know what? Hold on. I didn't put these up here, did I? There's Jesse's, cousin Jesse. And this is for those of you that want to send an email, mary@marydwelch.com. You can send me an email there anytime. Send the email to me. And Jesse says, fine. There's cousin Jesse. And Gwen says, hi, Mary. Yep, time for New Year's resolves. Let's go. You know what it is? I've been thinking about it, but I think what happens for me, I'm thinking, okay, if I'm thinking about it, then somebody else is probably thinking about it too. So that's why I thought I would talk to you about that and go over some of these with you. So those of you, if you are, maybe you, I'm trying to think, maybe you don't have any. Maybe there's somebody here. Is there anybody here that doesn't have a resolution? You don't have any at all? You're like, you know what? I don't have anything I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to exercise. I'm not trying to drink. I say drink water. I don't drink enough water. I'm gonna speak for me. No, I don't. I've got to drink more water. That's something that I really, really need to focus on because I don't, and I know I don't. So that's something I know I need to do better, and I'm trying to make those kind of changes. If you have a resolution, you can put it in the chat. Those of you that say, oh, I don't have a resolution. Do you have something? I know I think it's something that we all, what would you like to see different? Another one I'm working on is decluttering. It's decluttering. Yes. I'm just a clutter bug. That's the truth. If I showed you guys, if I turn this camera around, you guys would be like, ah! If I can't, the day will come. I think I did. Did I show my office one day? I think I did. Well, I'll wait. I'll tell you that. One day, I promise I'm going to turn the camera around. You guys get to see that. Well, I've got to put some things up first because I have things like I got it. Anyway, I have work to do. That's the best way I can describe that. I have work to do. Once I do that, then I'll show you, because I people ask me all the time about, well, where do you broadcast from and everything, and because right now we're in the studio, so we're in the studio broadcasting. So I will show it to you. I do promise, but it'll have to be in a little while that I will do it. But what is your resolution? What is it that you want to this time next year you want to have moved the needle? Let me say that. Um, I can't tell you what that is. Only you know what that is. But it's not for you. You don't have to tell me what it is. You could just say, yes, I do have a resolution, something I want to do differently. I'm gonna be honest. I told you the two. One was health related. I think I told you three. One was health, which is drinking more water. Well, two are health. Drinking more water is definitely health related. The other one that's health related is the walking for 30 minutes. Just all I do is get up from my desk and put some tennis shoes on and walk. Even if I just walked around the block 2 or 3 times, that's fine. But I'm saying, but I do have another one, and I haven't talked to you guys much about that. I don't think. My journey of learning screenwriting. I call it my journey. I've come up with some ideas. Um, okay, okay. So I'm definitely thank you, Jesse. Jesse said decluttering as well as shredding a lot of it. Tell me about it. Don't get me started, Jesse. Anyway, but you know what I had to learn? When Oliver and I get ready to watch TV, I try to bring one, not 20 things with me, but one thing to work on, whether it's a box, a drawer, something. It took me forever to understand that you can't do it all at once. Do it in increments. Just do a little bit. This is what I even said. If I just do one thing today to get me closer to decluttering, I had a successful day, as opposed to doing nothing, by the way. So that's why I'm learning this. You don't have to do it all in one day. This is another thing I've learned. It didn't get like that in one day. It didn't. So it took time. So it's going to take time to get to the other side. But I agree with you, Jesse. That's definitely one of mine. It's on the list. Another one of mine. I have I shared this with you guys about. I'm taking classes to be a screenwriter to start making movies. When I tell you this has been a journey, this has been a journey. And this is what I do. I'll write. They're called, for those of you. I've learned all this, but before you actually write the script, you have to write what's called a treatment. And what a treatment would be is consider it. This is what my equivalent. I think it's equivalent to a big essay. That's what it is. Like about 10 pages of what is the movie about, basically. That's what it is. So from that, your producers will look at that and say, okay, you've done a good job with this. And then now you can go in and write your treatment. Write your script on it. And the scripts are 90 pages. So that tells you the difference between the treatment and script. So that's just telling you, you have a long way to go. You may have to, but I'm saying this to say, I'm struggling. Ladies, gentlemen, my resolution for 2024 is to have, not only to have the script, to have a movie. Now, that's a big resolution. That's a big one, because we're talking the treatment's going to be good, the script is going to be good, and they're going to be making the movie. That's big. It's bigger than it's big. Let me just say that. I can do it, but it's going to take a lot of work. And that's on my list. So remember I said the most that I would suggest, you could have as many as you want, but the most I would suggest is 5. And I think I've already given you 4. So I'm saying, look how quick I got to 5. But that is a big one for me. Anytime I struggle with the screenwriting, I go write a children's book. It's like, that's my go-to. Oh, okay, you getting stuck? Just write a children's book. It's like I run instead of dig in, but I still dig in. I still write the treatments and things like that. But I still haven't got to the point. It's so good that if they'll say yes, we're going to make it to a movie. I have to work. Where I now I understand why people get paid all the money they do to do what they do, because it's very time intensive. And when I tell you time intensive, is time intensive. Um, but this what I've learned too. You have to love it. You have to love it. I don't, even if it's writing the children's books. If I didn't love it, I couldn't write those books. Mm-mm. But I love it. And when I see a child read one of the books, I don't even have the words to tell you what it makes me feel like when a child reads a book and you see literally their little faces light up over the words I wrote. I don't even know how to tell you what that feels like. So I tell you, or ask you on your resolution. I didn't finish the resolutions. I'm sorry. I got carried away. I have a bad habit of that. So here are the 25 possible New Year's resolutions. And as I said before, limiting your resolutions to 5 to 7 goals. Hold on. To 5 to 7 goals increases your probability of success. What that is saying is that when you limit that and keep it, as I said before, I think I gave you 5. Think about it. So now I have to move to the second. I got to write them down. But these are the ones in my head. I haven't written them down yet. I haven't, and I've already started using the journal, by the way. It came yesterday. I've already been using it. So I'm saying to you, if you do these things, the probability of success goes up, because that your mind, your hand and your mind, it almost makes it stick more when you write it down, as opposed to when you don't write it down, so you're going to remember. I just gave you the ones off the top of my head that I know that I want to write down, which I'm going to do at the end of the show. I'm going to go and write these down because they're important to me. So I am going to do that. So keep that in mind. Write them down because it makes it stay more. Here are the 25. Exercise regularly, aiming for at least 30 minutes a day. Think about it. 30 minutes is not a lot. I know I see people in our neighborhood walking through all day, every day. They're getting their 30 minutes in. My doctor said 30 minutes a day means 10 additional years to your life on this earth, on planet Earth, on our mother planet. 30 minutes. Just walking 30 minutes a day. That's all it. You said that. You added 10 years to your life. So I think that's excellent. Eat a balanced and nutritious diet, incorporating more fruits and vegetables. I try to do that, but I'm sure I can definitely improve in that area too. Practice mindfulness through meditation or yoga. So if anybody here is taking yoga or using yoga in any way, yoga is so relaxing. It really, really is, because the movements are slow. You're thinking about your movements. It really is very relaxing. Read a set number of books throughout the year. So that's for you to decide what that number is, but to read. And that also, and I'm speaking for me, as I get older, reading is really, really good. I play games, excellent for your memory, and it's more to it than that. For socialization, all those things are good, but reading is really good. If you're not a reader, you might want to become one. Remember, the libraries are still here and still open. You can check out books and return them, in essence. So you don't have to. That's another thing you can do. So keep that in mind. Learn a new skill or hobby, such as, I haven't done this one, playing a musical instrument or painting. This one I have not touched. But I've always wanted to learn how to play the piano. It's always been on my mind. I have not, but I haven't pursued it, but it's been there. And I don't know if they're going to talk about also to learn a language. That's another thing. It's really helpful too, is to learn the language. But that may be one of the other ones. Um, well, that is part of learning a new skill or hobby. Another thing I've always wanted to do too is learn how to crochet. I don't know how to do that, but I think crocheting is just, it's creativity. That's what it is. When I see blankets crocheted or whatever the crocheted, I think, wow, that's a creativity. But I've never learned. I don't know how to do it, but I want to learn. So it's on my list of things I want to do. It's on the to-do list. But I don't want to add it to this list because I don't want the list so long. I won't do anything. So I just want to keep it very narrow, very focused. Save a specific amount of money each month. Wow. That's a good one. Save a specific amount of money each month. Whether it's, this is what someone told me, it's $5 or $10, doesn't matter. Long as you are disciplined, that's the key. That really is the key. Volunteer for a charitable organization or cause. My volunteering is with the National Council of Negro Women. I'm committed to that organization. So, but that's my volunteer. Would you volunteer, whatever that may be for you? And a lot of it depends on our time. See, time is, as they say, time is of the essence. Time is of the essence because we only have so much of it. So, and you don't want to stress yourself out either. You don't want to be stressed about these resolutions either. Spend quality time with family and friends regularly. Yeah, you definitely want to do that. You definitely want to do that. Travel to new places and explore different cultures. So you can put that on the list. Travel. That's always a good one. Um, I mean, I love to travel. That's one of those. I don't think I'll ever get tired of traveling. I haven't yet. I'll put it like that. So travel to different places and explore different cultures. Cut down on screen time and be more present in daily activities. So if you are watching, I guess it's because screen time to me can be video games or TV. It doesn't have to be just TV. It may even be the computer, but you want to spend more time with be present in daily activities. Develop a consistent sleep routine for better health. I definitely could use that. So if you are not, which really a lot, I mean, some of you do, you go to bed at the same time, wake up at the same time. All of those disciplines are really, really good for you. Reduce stress by practicing effective stress management techniques. Now, that can mean different things to different people. I'm going to say it again. Reduce stress by practicing effective stress management techniques. That can mean, as I mentioned before about yoga, that's a stress management technique. That can be sitting quietly for so many minutes a day. When I work full time, on my way home, I would stop at the park and I would take my shoes off and just walk in the grass. I know that sounds so elementary, but it was something about my feet in that grass and walking and it was my quiet time. I did not know until later in life that I was doing that for my mental well-being. I just knew I was doing it because I was leaving one job and I was coming home to 3 small children, which would be another job. But I'm still a mom. And I knew I needed, it was like 20, 25 minutes for me. That's all it was. It wasn't even a lot, but it was 20 to 25 minutes. I didn't hear mom. I didn't hear Miss Welch. I didn't hear anything. I heard the birds chirping. That's what I heard. And that was what I didn't even realize. One of my friends told me, she said, "Why didn't you tell me you were doing that?" I said, I don't know. I didn't even, that was it was mental health time for me. So that's what I did. Let me see. I want to make sure I just also, where are we? Improve time management and organizational skills. I'm just trying. I'm sitting here going, okay, that's why I did what I just say. Yeah, this is yesterday. Yesterday, this came in the mail. I'm gonna show you guys without. I can't show you everything I wrote in here, but already this came yesterday, and I have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight pages, 8 pages of notes. Yes, this came just yesterday because I said, okay, I don't want to write willy nilly anymore on pieces of paper and everything. Think about it, yesterday. But at the same time, I said, okay, what are you going to? So I actually said, you're going to put my journaling to use. That's what you're going to do. Put it to good use. Don't just have it and not use it, which makes no sense. So my journaling is now it's has notes about the things I want to accomplish today and things, but it also has some goals. It has all that in there. But 8 pages that fast. But I write big though. Let me just say that to you guys too. I do. I write really, really big. And there's another story behind that. I don't want to go into it right now, but there's a story of why I write so big. So, but what are you doing to organize? I came in, I was sweeping around, I was cleaning up, and I said, this was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And I said, this is time to go into the new year a different way than you're leaving it. In which I agree with like Jesse said about the papers. Decluttering is real for me. I'm speaking for me. It's definitely real for me. So I would encourage you, if you haven't already, do like as I said before, I'll watch TV, but I'll bring a little box of papers or drawer or something. But I don't just watch TV and that's it. I know I always have another project that I'm trying to get successful in taking care of. So here's your that was number 13. Improve time management and organizational skills. Next, and I go back and forth to see if there's a comment that I missed. But I'd like to thank Jesse and Gwen for your comments. So thank you for those. I do appreciate that. I want to see if I missed anybody. Nope, I don't think I did. But let me put the email up there again, because if you need to send, if you are not on the email list, you want to get on just send your name and your email and you can get on the list. If you want to get a text, those of you that received the text for today, the text messages, you would leave your name and your email, and your name, your email, and your cell, and you'll get a text message. Usually before almost every show, the text messages go out. And they just kind of remind people about that the show is coming on. That's all. Next, quit smoking or reduce alcohol consumption. Well, I don't smoke, but I'm sure reducing alcohol consumption is probably something a lot of people need to do, including me. So I would, not that I drink a lot, but I probably could reduce it. I call my 1 glass of wine person. That's what I'd say. But still, they're saying that some people may need to reduce what they're drinking in alcohol. So it just depends. If that doesn't apply to you, then don't worry about it. It's not you. Take number 15, take on a physical challenge like running a marathon or hiking a challenging trail. A physical challenge. Wow. That's a good one. Running a marathon or hiking a challenging trail. So you want to take on something that's going to really make you, give you a goal. That's what this is. So that's goal oriented. Number 20, develop better communication skills and personal and professional relationships. I think that's something that we probably all can work on. I know I can. Develop better communication skills and personal and professional relationships. If that's something that you feel like would be a resolution, then that would be something that you could go on and put that down as something you want to work on. Number 18, foster better work-life balance. Foster better work-life balance. I know for me, my if one of one of the grandchildren call or the children call, all bets are off. If they call, if they call, I don't care what time, day or night. I can be on the phone. I'm like, oh, I have to go. It's like they rank. Period. Or my husband. That's very rare if you call or text or on the phone. But I'll say, I automatically get off the phone. I don't even hesitate, because if they're calling us, they're calling for a reason. That's how I look at that. So, what is your priority with that? Now, I've seen some people, when a family member calls, and maybe they call them too much, I don't know, but they would put them on what's the button that you put on the phone here? I'll call you back or something like that. I can't do that because I have family members out of state. So I don't know what they're calling about or what they're calling for. So I have no way of knowing. So I have to take the call, because who knows what the call could be for. Next, cultivate a positive mindset by practicing gratitude daily. Wow. Cultivate a positive mindset by practicing gratitude daily. Think about that. That's one that should be on everybody's list, period. Because we have so much to be thankful for. We really all do. We do. We're here. We're alive. So we have a lot to be thankful for. Let me go back and check to see. Oh, we have late. Okay, this is, now who is this lady? It could be lady. I see Stokes. Hello. That's one of my cousins. If it's a Stokes, that's a cousin. That's all I know. That is for sure. Yes. Is it like, hi, lady. Now, I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you just saw on here, I have cousins from Chicago, cousins from San Diego, cousins from up in the Bay Area. All these. Hi, cousin. Love you. You are too funny. It's the first time I think I've seen you on the show. And I'm saying this because, and we're all first cousins. I think we're all first cousins. Now, see, you're going to get me talking about our family now. I'm telling you, because we're from a big family, huge family, really, which is a blessing. And but I tell you, I'm laughing because it's touching my heart that you guys are here. It's literally touching my heart. So it's nice to see all of you here. You guys are too funny. Okay, this lady says, "Oh, love you more." Oh, yes, it's the first time I could catch the show. Oh, thank you, thank you. That's so sweet of you, lady. Thank you. I can tell you, we're going back to. And I don't know if you make New Year's resolutions. I do. I have to honestly say, I have not been able to keep. Well, I've kept a couple of them, but not many. I can tell you, and that's why I want to start do this show so we can make the resolutions earlier, and we don't wait until New Year's, and then it's like, for me, by the 10th day, I'm back to whatever I was doing before. So it's got to be a way to make them stick. Is what I'm saying. So I just want you to know. You have, lady, you're too funny. Good to see you. Good to see you. I tell you, I'm gonna go down the list so I can make sure I said hi to all of my wonderful, wonderful. It's my family here. Oh, what can I say? This is cousin Jessie. Jesse's in San Diego. This Jessie, I have two Jessies. I have a Jessie May and a Jessie Rose. And this is my cousin in San Diego. Thank you, Jessie. It's always good to see you. And Jessie has a twin sister. Her twin sister is Essie. So, and you know, Jessie, I don't know if you know this. For years, I couldn't tell you guys apart. Now I can tell you apart. I know the difference between the two. They're identical twins. So, and in our family, we have, I think it's four, right off the top. Is it four sets of twins, Jesse? Because I know it's three girl sets. I don't know, and one boy set. It's a lot of twins in our family. I'll tell you that. And then Gwen, this is Jesse again. And then Gwen, there's Gwen. Gwen's up in the Bay Area. Gwen is on my husband's side. And that's why Jesse's why he said, I didn't know we had a cousin in the Bay Area. But we do. There's Jesse. And there's Lady in Chicago, in Chi-Town. I tell you, Lady, I'm just so glad to see you because I haven't seen you in a while. So anyway, thank you all for coming. It means a lot. It really does. So I'm gonna go. I'm almost. What time is it? I don't want to run out of time. I didn't even finish all the resolutions. Hold it. Let me go on down. They are: cultivate a positive mindset, pursue further education and professional development, foster better work-life balance, prioritize self-care routines such as a regular spa day or relaxation time. A regular spa day sounds good to me, if I be honest. Develop better communication skills and personal and professional relationships. I'm sitting here. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. And this one. Start a journaling habit to reflect on thoughts and experiences. Guess what? That's what this is. So this will get you going. You know what I like about it, truthfully, about having. I don't have to worry about what I did with where did I put that thought. When I have one place to put it in and not 20 different places to put it in, it just for me helps me tremendously. I'll just be honest. That's what I tell you. I started using it yesterday. So if you're interested in journaling, my journaling will be up on Amazon probably in a week. Give me until by the time the next show comes, it'll be available. And those of you already know, Bradley Can't Find His Pants. It'll be up by Christmas. So that's when that one's coming up. Practice environmental consciousness, such as reducing plastic usage. So because plastic, if I remember correctly, takes like 100 years to decompose. It's one of those kind of things. So if you don't already recycle and things like that, consider doing those kind of things. We even have in our car the sandwich bag. Let's say a sandwich bag has been used, and I rinse it out and I put it in the car in the door, and that's my little trash bag in our car. That's my way of recycling. Another way I recycle is I take eggshells and I put them in a Ziploc bag, same used one already, and let them dry out, and then I crunch them up and I use them to go in the soil. So it keeps the soil loose when you're planting your plants and things like that. So that's another way I recycle. These are my ways of saying I'm going to help society or help environment, these kind of ways. Next, set specific career goals and work toward achieving them. Whatever your goal is, I'm a witness to this. It's not going to get there overnight. What I tell you about screenwriting, it's not overnight. I've been writing for a couple of years now, but I'm still in infancy. That's what I finally have realized. I said, I didn't go to school for this, but I'm taking the classes to learn now how to do it. But I want to be good at it, and it's going to take time. It's not going to be overnight. It's not an overnight thing. But one day you're going to go to a movie, and it'll be written by Mary D. Welch, writer Mary D. Welch. That is going to happen. I don't know when, but it's going to happen. Next, attend cultural events or learn about different art forms. Now, there's some cultural events that are free. I've learned to, there are museum openings. Sometimes they have movies, films, film festivals. There are some free things. Now, they're harder to find than they used to be, but they're out there. So I would tell you, try to attend something. I try to attend probably, if I be honest, probably too many things. So I'm trying to pare that down. Next, Foster a sense of community by engaging with neighbors and local activities. I'll probably do a little too much of that also because I love being in the community and working with people and things like that. So we are down, ladies and gentlemen, to I have 5 minutes to go over these goals. Can you believe that? 5 minutes. I'm going to go over them real quick. These are SMART goals. They're called SMART goals. It says making versus keeping resolutions. The key difference between making and keeping resolutions lies in the commitment, planning, and mindset. Making a resolution involves setting a goal, often in the spirit of positive change. This initial step is crucial, but keeping a resolution requires ongoing effort and dedication. Here are the factors that contribute to successful resolution keeping. 1, specificity. Clearly define your resolution with specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound or SMART criteria. That's what that means. That's the acronym SMART. Realistic expectations. Set achievable goals to avoid becoming overwhelmed and discouraged. Planning. Develop a concrete plan of action, breaking down large goals into smaller, manageable steps. Accountability. Share your resolution with friends or family or find a supportive accountability partner. Adaptability. Be open to adjusting your approach if challenges arise and view setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow. Consistency. And I know I'm looking at the time because what'll happen, it'll cut off. That's why I don't like to have it cut off while I'm talking. Consistency. Form new habits by consistently integrating small changes into your routine. Mindfulness. Stay present and focus on your goals, regularly reflecting on your progress. Reward systems. Celebrate milestones and achievements along the way to maintain motivation. Self-compassion. Acknowledge that setbacks happen and treat yourself with kindness rather than self-criticism. Long-term vision. Consider the long-term benefits of your resolutions to stay motivated beyond initial enthusiasm. Ladies, gentlemen, I want to thank you for being here today at the Mary D Talk Show. I can't thank you enough because without you, there wouldn't be a Mary D Talk Show. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I know that we are down. We have a couple of more minutes. If you have any comments that you like to put in or any resolutions you want to share, you're more than happy to do that. We have about 2 minutes before the show, before it'll cut off, basically, while I'm talking. It will do it. It has done it while I'm talking. It hasn't been often, but it has happened. And I'd rather to give you a chance to put any comments in there. I want to thank my cousins because what would I do without you guys? When I tell you I love my family, I don't even know the words to tell you I love my family. But thank you all for coming today and being here. For those of you interested in my journaling, the My Journaling brand will be up. As I said before, you'll get an email. When it goes live on Amazon, I'll start talking about it on the emails. You want to make sure you get one. Oh, you're welcome, Gwen. Gwen says, thank you, Mary. Resolved to be bolder in 2024. Gwen has been here. I think you've been here since the first show, huh, Gwen? When I first started. I want to thank you, Gwen, because you have been so supportive. And then to have all my other cousins come in, thank you guys. It means more than you'll ever know. It's making me tear up to know that you're there and you're supportive. It really, really means a lot. So I want to thank each and every one of you for being here today. And I will see you. Make sure our time is right. I don't want time right. But I'll be back again, God willing, in a week. And we have Levant. Hi there. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate all the inspiration and encouragement. You're welcome. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you guys in a week. Bye, everybody.